lion. This is over 100 years old, and I'm going to open the bidding on this at $1,500. Who will bid $1,500? I have $1,500. Do I have 16? I have $1,600. Do I have 17? I have $1,700. 2,000. I have $2,000.
Excuse me, who is it that's making that bid?
Oh, it's anonymous, sir. It's a party on the telephone. We have $2,000. 2,000 going once. 2,000 going twice.
3.
I have 3,000.
I know, but I won't.
Gentlemen, we have 5,000 on our priceless lion.
Pricey, yes. Priceless, no.
Who will go higher? We have $5,000 on the table. Do I hear 5,005? Oh, come on, ladies and gentlemen. It's all for charity. All of your donations go to a very good cause.
Do you like the lion?
Yes, of course it's stuff.
Do I hear 5,005?
5,005.
No, Rachel, don't.
Well, you are certainly the center of attention. I'm buying a wedding gift for my husband.
5,005. The floor is still open, ladies and gentlemen.
$5,500.
Do I have another bid?
Yes, he's worth it, don't you think?
Sure, but still, that can buy a lot of toys.
Likewise.
We have $6,000 from the telephone.
Again?
Now, who will go a little higher? How about the lady down there in the front?
7.
No, don't be daft, Rachel.
I'm buying you a gift. Not a time to be stingy.
Wow, way to go, Mom. I like a woman who knows what she wants.
Oh, I don't hear a counteroffer.
I think it's yours.
Now am I daft?
You are insane, Rachel. Wonderfully insane, and I thank you.
$8,000.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
We have $8,000.
It's a little steep, isn't it, Rachel?
Who is this bid? I mean, is he going to bid forever?
Well, we continue until the bidding stops. Those are the rules. All right, we have $8,000 on the table. Are we finished with the lion, or will someone give us just a little more?
9.
Rachel, now let it go.
I'm buying a gift for the man I love.
10,000. We have a bid of $10,000.
Well, I'm having fun. Oh, come on, you can't put a price on that. Besides, it's for a good cause.
Don't you see, whoever it may be bidding on this has pushed the price up way beyond its reasonable value.
Going once.
Now, I treasure any gift from you, but that isn't worth it, so please, save your money.
Going twice. So, to our anonymous bidder, $10,000.
Okay, Billy's going to check the duty rosters of the 5 names that I gave him. Maybe we'll find out who should not have been in the evidence room.
All right, this has to work. This is my last chance.
Mr. Iris, we'll find out who did this to us.
We don't have much time.
Right, so, I want you to sit down here. Take that and that.
What's this for?
I want you to write everything down that you know about Barry Denton. What he said to you, what you said to him, the whole story.
Ryan, I have told you everything I know.
Well, I want you to tell me again. Maybe we missed something. While you're doing that, I've got something else to do.
Ryan, where are you going? Please, I thought that maybe you and I, we could go and have a drink.
No, I don't think so. I've got a little bit too much work to do. Besides, I've got to go see a fortune teller.
Fortune teller? Are you crazy? We don't have time for this psychic mumbo-jumbo.
Oh, come on, Iris. Don't be so cynical. This psychic just may be able to tell us who this mystery person is.
Why don't you two go along? I want to talk to the auctioneer. All right, let's go.
And after you wow us with your fastball, how about a chocolate sundae?
Ooh.
With double fudge.
Double fudge it is.
Yay!
That's privileged information.
Yes, but I mean, what harm would it do? I mean, I'm curious as to who would pay 5 times the recognized value.
Yes, I'd like the answer to that, too.
Hello, Rachel.
I thought we were a team.
To Sicily and never leave home.
Yes?
I did nothing of the kind. I asked the man a simple question, that was all.
Yes, who outbid me on the line?
Yes? Yes, I thought I'd get in touch with them, see if they were interested in selling the piece.
You just told me to stop bidding on it because it was 5 times its value. Now why do you want it?
Well, look, when someone loves an object as much as you
Stop
think...
this. I'm not a fool. I won't be lied to.
Rachel.
I've gone along with this. The mysterious phone calls, the absurd explanations, the whispered
Rachel, there's a
conversations with
perfectly
Tito.
logical explanation.
Don't do this. I'm not going to stand by and watch this marriage self-destruct.
Rachel. Rachel. Please wait. Rachel, please wait.
Please what? Pretend, ignore, dismiss. I've been doing that. I'm not going to do it anymore.
What can I do to try and make you understand?
Tell me the truth. What's going on?
I have.
If you're going to push and pull, there's absolutely nowhere for us to go. This isn't going to work.
I have to protect you, Rachel. Can't you see?
From what? From whom?
From me. Now, I can't have you at the mercy of my past. I alone am responsible for that.
You just don't get it, do you?
I don't get what?
How a marriage operates.
Look, I'm not a Mac Corey, Rachel.
I've never asked you to be. You and I built something that worked. Our relationship worked.
Well, now it doesn't?
No, not if you lie to me. You're denying me the man I fell in love with, and it certainly won't work.
But if I were to tell you things, if I were to tell you things about my past, there are such things that... well, you might walk away from me anyway.
Well, that's the risk. That's what marriage is all about.
All or nothing. All right, you'll have your wish. But we must have this conversation at home. And don't say I didn't warn you.
I'll be happy to tell you.
Well, you might as well begin.
Despite appearances, I've always been a very private man. No one person has ever known everything about me. Not Lorna, nor Ito.
Certainly not me.
Fine. You want the whole ugly story? It's yours.
Carl, I'm not doing this to hurt you. I love you. I want this marriage to work.
Given what I'm about to tell you, I'm not sure that's possible.
Well, why don't you try me? I've surprised you in the past.
More times than you know. Now, as you know, that in the past I was involved in what might best be termed nefarious activities. Yes. Some of these activities were by their very nature felonious. One enterprise of mine, quite successful. In fact, it was spectacular, but it was completely illegal. Do you understand?
Yes, I see.
No, you don't. Of course you don't. Rachel, I was involved in the reproduction of a quite valuable commodity.
Artwork?
Yes, of a fashion. Rachel, I facilitated, manufactured, distributed counterfeit U.S. currency to an international market. Oh, yes, you wanted the truth. Well, now you shall have it now. Aside from you, and the shame that I feel at this moment, I have to think of Ryan. Now, if he learns of this, he'll have no choice but to arrest me.
No.
Oh, yes. Oh, he most certainly will. And then, dear lady, you can spend your Sunday afternoons visiting the prison. First mine, then Iris. You know, perhaps we should give dear Helen lessons in the art of baking pastry with fire.
How can you joke about this?
Gotcha. Gotcha. I see your true reaction. Don't make it harder than it is, Rachel. I can see your disappointment in me. I can feel it. You don't quite love me the way you do.
feel? I haven't had a chance to react yet.
I can see it in your face. I can see it in the way you looked at me.
What, stunned and hurt, very, very hurt?
I knew that's how you would feel. That's why I couldn't confide in you right from
Well,
the
we'll
beginning.
get to that. Now, right now, you tell me about this counterfeiting. You have a partner, is that it? That's who's coming after you?
No, I have no partners, but without a doubt, someone is goading me.
Goading you, Carl. They're trying to kill you.
So it would appear. Yes. Look, when we became lovers, I began systematically to shut down every operation that wasn't completely on the up and up.
Including the counterfeiting?
Yes. Well, that wasn't difficult at all. You see, to answer your earlier question, I have never had a partner. My father, he taught me very well. He hated Mac and Leon Rain so intensely that I determined never to repeat his mistakes. Bad advice always round, wouldn't you say?
So what are you saying? Coming clean is a bad choice?
It could mean the death of me, Rachel. That's how it usually ends. People in this field, well, they never leave the field willingly. It's too dangerous for those that remain.
So you have some suspicion who's doing this to you?
No. When my memory was restored, I realized that Iris must have picked up Barry Denton from some former rival, and though Lorna and I, yes, she was involved in all this. Lorna and I, we racked our brains, but we could not come up with a name that made any sense.
So you kept pushing. You kept making phone calls to try and bring this person out in the open.
No, it was the other way around.
I don't understand.
Ito and I were the only two who knew where the plates were. Yet, on our honeymoon, someone went to a great deal of trouble to enclose a $100 bill in the monies that I requested.
Yes, but that could be from before.
Of course it wasn't. They went to great pains to give me my creation. It was crisp as if it had been printed the day before.
Why would they do this?
Showmanship. Just like at the auction today.
The person I was bidding against is his...
He's a criminal just like your husband, Rachel.
You can't know. You can be arrested for this. Counterfeiting still.
Yes, certainly with someone like Ryan on the case.
Oh, you didn't do that, too.
What?
You had Ryan taken off this case so he couldn't investigate you?
Is that what you think?
I don't know what to think.
A year ago, I'd have had no compunctions doing such a thing, but since you... No, the answer is unequivocally no.
But Ryan will find out. He's too smart not to.
Don't you see, I can't force my son to choose between his duty and his blood.
What about me? What about your promises to me?
Rachel, you deserve the world.
I don't want the world. I just wanted you. Your promises mean nothing.
Not to say anything. I've called Ito, and he'll collect my things first thing in the morning.
Carl.
But if it's to be done, then 'twere well be done quickly. I can't cause you any more pain.
Oh, but you will. We'll both do our share of that for the next 30 years or so. That's what marriage is all about sometimes. But perhaps we'll deal with it better.
What do you say?
I'm angry. Angry that you still don't trust this relationship enough to be honest with me. And I'm afraid. But we made promises to each other. And I'm not going to forget mine. So listen to me. When I said for better or for worse, I meant it.
Don't touch it, Rachel. This is a declaration of war.
Why? Why must this be a declaration of war?
What else could it be, Rachel? Whoever sent this knew that this was to be your wedding present to me.
Maybe it was destroyed by accident.
Rachel, whoever delivered these shards did so to prove one thing. That anything that I value can be taken from me and destroyed. Anything.
Who is this person? I mean, he knows where we are when no one else does. He harasses us. And he will not show his face.
Someone close. Someone dangerous. And someone that only I may be able to stop.
What do you mean you're the only one who could stop this person?
Sit down.
No, what are you planning? Why must it be you?
Rachel, this person, this sinister gamesman, is very likely the man who ruined our wedding in New York, who ordered me shot, who had my son taken off the police force to stop him from investigating this case. This, to me, is a declaration of war.
But if it's a war, how do you protect yourself?
Well, then you develop a strategy.
What kind of a strategy? This person sent you one of your own counterfeit bills when we were on honeymoon and no one knew where we were.
Thus far, he's made 2 significant moves. And now we have to react.
No, you don't have to accept this challenge.
Darling Rachel, when the gauntlet is thrown down so vociferously, you have to respond.
Why? Gamesmanship because you don't refuse a dare?
Oh, don't be silly.
You have nothing to prove, Carl.
No, nothing to prove, but everything to protect. Look here, Rachel, for the first time in my life, I have everything that I want. I'm in love. There's a woman that loves me. And I don't know why I'm so fortunate. And I certainly won't jeopardize it for a moment. But, well, I have a family to protect, don't I?
Do you hear what you're saying? You're willing to kill yourself in order to go on living our life together.
No. You must forgive me if I'm guilty of excessive rhetoric.
No, I'm not going to stand by and wait to see who survives this. I want a future with you. Now, if you love our life, why fight somebody else about it? Why not fight for it, for what we have with each other, for a future?
If I do as you ask, Rachel, you have to know what the future will hold for us, and I'm not sure you'll like it. Helena, do you think this kind of thing is going to stop?
If you accept, I guarantee it won't.
Rachel, this has to be faced.
Why are you so quick to take up a battle you may not win?
If he's not stopped now, these provocations will not only continue, they will escalate. Now is the time for action. Besides, I have a family to protect.
You come after the family?
No. Once I respond, I'm sure he'll stop all this nonsense.
This is blackmail.
Well, call it what you like, but he obviously means business.
So I'm just supposed to stand by and let you do this high noon thing, and if I don't, I'm jeopardizing my whole family.
Yes. Something like that. You know, since I first asked you to marry me, I've lived in dread that somehow my past would catch up to us.
I'm so foolish to believe your promises. That it was over. That you were finished with your past.
But I was. And I have been. It's just that my past is not finished with me.
Yes, I know that. And I believed that you could control any of this.
Rachel, the way to control is to move into action.
I don't trust that kind of action. All I want is a future with a man I love. Is that so much to ask?
Of course not, darling. Of course there'll be a future. Oh, come. Now you must trust me. You must trust my instincts. Now, first we must expose this man and get him to show his hand. And look here, we've both handled upstarts before, and we'll do it again.
I have to go. I have to go back to the festival. I have to accept the check for the charity.
Rachel, it is much better that we stop this creature now. And remember, you and I, we're partners. I shall do nothing without your knowledge and without your approval. And if you've ever said yes to anything in your life before, you must say yes now.
Yes. Thank each and every one of you who helped make the Waterfront Festival a success. You gave of yourselves, your time, and your money. And the Bay City Associated Charities are in your debt.
See, Evan? Corys like it when people know they're helping. Amanda's going to love the campaign.
And now I would like to introduce you to my husband, Carl Hutchins. He has an announcement to make.
Thank you, Mrs. Hutchins. Doesn't she look beautiful? I have to let you in on a little secret. We've just returned from our honeymoon, full of love for each other and you, the wonderful people of this our city. Now, it's no wonder that the Associated Charity Funds of Bay City are in such good stead. The fact is, there was a call not long ago from an anonymous donor who pledged $10,000 for an object he didn't even care for. Now, this act so inspired me. Well, I look upon it as a challenge. And I would like to meet that challenge. I would like to double that amount.
Carl's up to something.
$20,000 to the festival charity. I only ask that the money be earmarked for a special fund. A fund that will help keep the criminal element out of this area, out of our city, and out of our lives.
This fight will end at the first possible moment, I promise.
No more promises. They're too easily broken.
Trust, Rachel. Now you must trust.
I have to do it. I married you. I just hope that when this private war of yours is over, we won't find the cost of victory too
Oh, there are my sleepy babies. What discipline. I'm terribly impressed.
Well, Maggie here has volunteered to be my one-woman exercise support group.
Volunteer. Is that what they're calling bribery these days, Amanda? No, guess what? I got this race tank and 3 pairs of tights to match, all if I would agree to run 3 times a week around the lake.
Well, that was a good deal, Maggie, and you look terrific. I mean, positively cheery.
Yeah, well,